Drive by Daneil Pink. How motivated you are towards specific aims in your personal and professional life determines whether you remain committed to those aims, whether you achieve them, or whether the process that takes you to their achievement is a rewarding one. In his book Drive, the Surprising Truth About What Motivates Us, Daneil Pink delves deeper into this topic and seeks to answer the age-old question, what drives us? If you like the sound of this book, you can get it for free with a trial of Audible using the link in the description. The premise of the book Drive is a research-driven actionable book whose premise is to illustrate the great discrepancy between what we know about motivation, what drives us, and the actual truth about what science says about motivation, and how businesses and modern-day societies use motivation or our innate drives. Human beings have an innate inner drive to be autonomous, self-determined, and connected to one another. And when that drive is liberated, people achieve, leave more and live richer lives. In this book summary, we're going to look at the fundamental lessons learned from reading and implementing Daneil Pink's groundbreaking science-backed findings. Lesson 1. Understand the types of motivation. Since motivation is what drives us, compels us to take action, and keeps us pursuing our aims, Pink dedicates a substantial portion of the first part of the book to dissecting motivation and helping his readers understand it better. He notes the existence of two types of motivation: extrinsic motivation, behaviors driven by external factors such as rewards, money, or recognition, etc. He calls this carrot and the stick motivation, and intrinsic motivation, which consists of behaviors driven by internal factors such as passions and personal fulfillment. He goes on to note that while the two types of motivation are essential parts of our life, they are different and lead to different results depending on their use, including the instances in which each is applied. Intrinsic motivation. Conducive to creativity, controlling extrinsic motivation is a detriment to creativity. He mentions that for routine tasks that remain largely unchanged, and where a system detailing how to perform specific tasks exists, an extrinsic motivation can be effective. On the other hand, when tasks are challenging and require creativity, intrinsic motivation is much more suited. Lesson 2. The components of motivation. 30. Pink calls intrinsic drive motivation 30, as opposed to reward-based motivation, which he dubs motivation 10 and 20. Motivation 10 presumed that humans were biological creatures struggling to obtain basic needs, food security, and sex. Motivation 20 presumed that humans also responded to rewards and punishments that worked fine for routine tasks, but incompatible with how we organize what we do, how we think about what we do, and how we do what we do. We need an upgrade. Motivation 30. The upgrade we need presumes that humans also have a drive to learn, to create, and to better the world. He notes that to use motivation 30, you need to understand its three components: autonomy, mastery, and purpose. Number 1. Autonomy. He determines autonomy not as being independent, but as a deep desire to control your life, or to act out an innate desire to make personal driven choices.